Hello everyone, my name is Charlie. Really appreciate you joining me today. I have no idea why my character has a goatee. I do not have a goatee in real life. That's enough of that. I have something to talk to you about today. First of all, I survived a tornado. That is absolutely correct and not clickbait. I actually did. My town went through a serious tornado over the last week and I have not had internet for about a week. It's been a bit wild, but I'm going to talk about that in a moment. What I need to talk about first, very quickly, as you can see, this house is, or this enchantment setup is fairly complete, I would say, and I'll show you here in just a moment. And I cut down this hill that was right behind. That's really what I did in between last episode and this. I finished this up. I knocked down that hill. And I think there might be a little something else. I'll show you here in a second. So today, what are we going to be doing? Well, today I'm not going to be doing whatever you suggested to me in the last episode. That last episode, episode 5, I was really happy with. I was proud of. I had a good time making it. Unfortunately, just due to the internet being down, I am not going to be able to upload that, see the comments in time to record this. I've been holding out. I'm telling you, I've been waiting days and days, holding out, waiting and waiting, but it just hasn't happened. And I really want to play, and I want to get to it. So whatever was commented in episode 5, we'll just keep talking about here in episode 6. I want to dig out the mines, partly because I always love doing it, and partly because I think no one is going to suggest I do it. So good as time as any, and it's pretty easy for me to do this while I talk and we hang out. So I have some iron pickaxes available, you may have already seen, and I'm just going to get right to it. I don't know which direction I'm going to go. As you can see, here's my hidey hole for all the random new blocks I'm going to get. Now, I don't want to go this way. For some context as to where our mine is, this is what we were using for a little while, but as you can see, I haven't even put in stairs, so it's not as if I'm very committed to it. The other problem with it is that it runs right into a cave. Right here, right down this direction, so I don't want to go here. I'm thinking I'm going to go the other way. Would I be crazy if I just used these blocks right here? 4? Should I make it 5 wide? Do I have any blocks with me? I don't even have blocks with me yet. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, I'll grab some cobblestone to work with. All right, here we go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make the actual mining entrance 3 wide here. And then give myself a little bit of an exterior to work with. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this yet, but I know it's not going to be just my normal, and probably everyone's normal, you know, go down a step, go down a step, go down a step. Thinking I might maybe try to have a little bit more length to it. Space it out and see how that works. Might be stupid, but we'll find out. Okay, that could be interesting. Okay, is this too wide? I don't think so. I think I can work with that. That's kind of fun to do. See how far down I can go now. And see, partly why I wanted to do this mining is because I would get a bunch of random stuff, for sure. But it would give me a good opportunity to just talk to you guys for a little bit and have a little breather from episode 5. Oh, here we go. We finally hit our first any kind of contact. This is how far down we've gone. We're onto our last iron pickaxe. We finally hit some water. Oh, and if it's our ocean, then we're going to have to see how much we're going to have to work around here. Okay, it is our ocean, but luckily it looks like we're right here on the edge. Mostly filled with water. Okay, we can get away with that. That's not too much damage. And let's see if we keep going over this way. How deep does it go? Just how much... I think we can work around this, right? Like, I think we can probably do this without too much worry. There we go. Okay. I saw some drowned over here, so I'm just gonna run away. Not entirely sure where I came from. Was this the hole? Wow, it was. I can't believe it. Okay, so this is something that we can absolutely work around for now. This probably looks crazy from underneath the water. Why is there an Enderman? Why is there an Enderman spawning? Is it really that dark somewhere? How did that happen? Excuse me. What is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I didn't realize it wasn't light enough over here. Well, this is spooky. Okay. Okay, this is what he won't be able to get through, right? Alright, well, let's go, my guy. Gal? What are you? First Enderman fight. Here we go. Do you really call this a fight? I do. Get over here, son of a gun. Come on now. Come on. Beautiful. Thank you for dropping the grass block. Exactly what I was looking for. And I guess I'm just gonna have to add a bit more light over here. I cannot believe that. Oh, there we go. Last iron pickaxe. There's all the cobblestone we got. Let's go back up to the top. Was that another Enderman? I have the ability to make 3 more pickaxes pretty easily, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this is a pretty good time to tell you, but I'm not going to make stairs quite yet either. I'm going to see how much farther down I can get. And I got past the ocean. I think it's fun because right around here, you can tell the cave is to our right. And then as you get over down here, the ocean is right over to our left. And we're doing a pretty good job here clearing things out. And it's absolutely true. Yeah, that was the first tornado that I have ever been through. Now, I've been through some pretty crazy weather before. I've been through some white knuckle situations. And I know what it means to prepare for something, to live through the anxiety of it, to be on the other side, to see, okay, here's where we went overboard on being scared. Here's where we kind of underestimated where things could have been pretty dangerous for us. I've been through a lot of that. And what I just went through over the last, week basically was definitely new. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Pro gamer. Pro gamer. Pro gamer. And it was the first tornado that I have ever been through. My family has ever been through. Now, I want to say right now, get it right off the rip. I got incredibly lucky, and it almost feels like stolen valor to say that I went through it because our house got completely untouched. I'm telling you, absolutely no damage whatsoever. Now, the tornado did hit us, our city, and it was pretty wild. It was unbelievable. There was a pretty tough situation where about 7:20 to 7:55 p.m. seemed to be like the worst of it, right? That's where everything seemed to be happening. And that's where everything was leading up to. And as that moment was hitting, it was like, oh man, the winds were getting up to 60 miles an hour. The hail was getting insane. Pro gamer. And all of a sudden, now we were kind of lucky in a few ways. We were lucky in the sense that, one, we have a 6-year-old, and the 6-year-old was with a family member in a completely safe spot. Just out of the danger zone, not an issue. So that alone really relieves a lot of anxiety, right? Really dispels a lot of fears. So we were lucky in a few ways. We were certainly lucky because we didn't have to worry about the kid at all, and that was a totally safe situation. So that's already, a sigh of relief in that sense. That's great. We were also very lucky because our house had not a lick of damage, not even a broken window. Now, I certainly know a lot of people who had some pretty bad damage. I had a coworker of mine, a roof completely went off of her house. That was pretty insane. Now, I also didn't have to go to work that day. Of course, some people I know did have to go to work, and they were having to work through it. Unbelievable. Like, the Panda Express was still open in our town during the tornado. Like, how fucking ridiculous is that? Now, when I say that, I don't mean they just so happened to be open and there wasn't enough time for everyone to leave, so they were taking shelter there for the next hour and a half. No. I mean, they were completely open, and they were, of course, not serving customers during the worst, hour and a half of it. But then they were right back to being open as soon as all that was done. And then the next day they were closed to assess damages. Like, unbelievable. It was a pretty insane situation. It really was. A pretty insane situation around this town. Not enough people knew how to really fully handle it, both emotionally and physically in terms of preparation. You could tell. It really humbled a lot of people. Truthfully, the worst damage we've taken from the tornado was that I have been without internet for, 4 or 5 days or so, and I will be for another few days. So this is where I was maybe mentioning before. I don't know how this video is going to be cut up because I'm still I'm still talking weird, This isn't the most smooth recording of all time. I'm very aware of that. This is kind of a weirder episode, in part because I haven't had internet. I've been a bit out of touch here with what's been going on, let's say, my channel. And so I haven't been able to upload the episode 5 yet that I made. And so I haven't been able to see any comments there. And so I'm just kind of recording this as a future episode 6. So it's a little weird for me, but I know I need to just I needed to do something. I couldn't just keep waiting around forever. I wanted to play this game. Finally, some copper, some coal. We're getting some stuff now. This is how far down we've gone. We're about 36. Okay. Eerie noise. Yeah, speaking of eerie noise, 70 miles an hour, 70 miles per hour wind. Hail the size of, I don't know, I'll say gigantic golf balls or tiny baseballs. That's how big the hail was. Whipping around. But like I said, yeah, I just got, we just got so lucky with not having any damage that it almost makes it a bit tough to feel like we went through something, but we certainly did, There was a 10-minute period there where, the winds are crazy. You can see on the radars what's happening, how things are starting. And when you see storm chasers, like national storm chasers or the YouTube storm chasers, you kind of click on their videos for half a second. You're like, isn't it kind of crazy that town's going through a tornado right now? Imagine just looking on there and seeing the roads and the businesses and sure enough, there we go. We were watching those storm chasers. And then we were saying, oh, there's that person's house. Wow, that's unbelievable. There's that person's neighborhood. There you go. There's that place you used to work at. It's insane. And there was like I was saying, about a 5 to 10 minute period there where you saw the rotations forming. And that is an eerie feeling. And basically the consensus from all the meteorologists, from everyone saying that this is about a next 5 to 10 minutes is going to tell us a lot. It's going to be a massive tornado now that whips through the entire city, or this is going to slowly dissipate and, kind of fade away over the next, 10 minutes. And that's what ended up happening. So the tornado ended up hitting a small section of the city. Meanwhile, of course, the wind, the hail, all that rain hit the entire area massively. And we were just barely on that corner. We were barely on that corner of it. And so there was that handful of minutes where you were looking at each other like, hey, there we go. This could be it. This could be the kind of big moment. And then luckily, minute by minute, the news was like, they didn't want to say good news, but the news was fairly optimistic what the meteorologists were saying, considering how much worse it could be. They could start alerting danger at any moment, and they weren't doing that. They were being cautiously optimistic, and that's a good thing. So that's a good feeling. Got out safe. Without internet, but if you're without internet and that's the worst of it, then come on, you're okay. All right, my last pickaxe is about to run out here. Here's all the damage we have done. We're at around level 24 or so. That's how low we've gotten. We've gotten pretty lucky in terms of not having to work around too much bad stuff. We have that cave, of course, very early on. Then we have the ocean, which was right around here. And that's pretty much it. So let's go put up all of our stuff. I'm going to make another iron pickaxe. And then I think maybe it would be smart to go ahead and just start making some stairs. What do you think? Now, I kind of made these 3 wide in part just because I think it looks cool. And then when we get way down low, we have the ability to actually see more cool stuff, as we're mining away. So that's part of it. But it also allows me to add a mine later on if I ever want to do something like that. I do have a ton of rails from the abandoned mine shaft. That's below our house, so we do have that. Nice, okay. Did not even have to use all my stairs, which is nice. And I can go right up the middle, which is cool. Now I can decorate this later, add some rail. I think some fence posts. Do I even need that, or can just these stairs be okay? I think this will probably be okay. Uh-oh, hit some more water. Next to a little tough point here, it looks like. Looks like this is like an underwater cave. Or does it just lead out to... Looks like it leads out to the ocean. Okay. Looks like if we block this area off, we might be alright, though. Ooh, we found a big opening here, finally. Okay. Well, let's see what's down here. See some iron immediately. This could be dangerous. Yep, see some dangerous potential stuff here, but we're going to keep this moving for now. I'll build around me later. Maybe this would be the perfect time to break up the monotony and go fishing. Use that amazing fishing rod we've got. Take a break from that mining. Yeah, I hear you, cat. I hear you. It's crazy out there. It's tough. Tough out there for a kitty. There we go. Got a puffer fish. So I'm curious how many of you out there noticed immediately that my health was down and I didn't have food in my hotbar. How is it possible that I did not realize that? I told you, my brain still hasn't been quite on straight here for a few days. But part of the reason why I want to build out this mining is because I eventually want to go strip mining. Unironically, one of my favorite things to do in this game. I mean, come on, I like strip mining and fishing in this game. That tells you what kind of person I am. But part of the reason why is because we just got that enchantment set up, right? And I want to start enchanting more and more things. We have our fishing rod and that cool pickaxe, but don't have anything else for now. And I really want to get some diamond armor. And getting full diamond armor would be massive. And to show you where our current armor's at, they're all nearly out. Almost on the kaputs. There we go. Back on the fish diet. Belly full. We have some wheat to our name, so we're going to get these cows going. I'm trying to build up some leather in our inventory. Why am I trying to build up leather in our inventory? Well, it's a little secret. I'm going to have to find out soon enough, but you'll find out, I promise. Actually grabbed a few things from the house real quick, so I can just add these on, no problem. Couple lanties. And there we go. Got that separated. Now let's keep working our way down. See what kind of goodies we can find. See how far down we can go. I'm kind of interested in taking a little waterfall down here. Little spooky. But I think it's worth it just to see what could be down here. We're certainly in an area where I see diamonds. Oh my goodness. Immediately worth it. Holy crap. No enemies either. Oh my gosh. We found diamonds. Yes! I need to go get my diamond pickaxe though. First, let's make this place safe. We did it. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's go. Okay. I need my diamond pickaxe now. I should have brought it and put it at least in the mines. I'll make the trip up. I won't make you watch it. There we go. Waterfall down. Safe and sound. Does fortune even work on these things? Let's see. I think so. It does work on this, and I would guess the iron as well. Good to know. Well, let's see how many diamonds we're going to get. Those 5 veins of diamonds. We ended up with 11. That's pretty fantastic. Wait, no, there's one more. Aha. Aha. One more vein. We ended up with 12 diamonds out of 6 veins. That's awesome stuff. All right, I certainly had to click off there. And now we have so many. We actually have an unbelievable amount of diamonds that I cannot even fathom. 27. That's not enough for a full set of armor, is it? How much do I need for a full set of armor here? Let's see. I can make the pieces one by one at least. I can do that and go diamond chestplate. I want to go diamond booties. I know some of the enchantments for the feet could be incredibly useful for our world, including, of course, feather falling and depth strider, because we're in such an ocean heavy world. Oh my god, we're actually gonna have enough for the whole set. I can't believe it. Thank you, fortune. Unbelievable. Full set with 3 left over, 3 diamonds left over. Unbelievable. We'll put the fortune pickaxe back just to keep it safe. Okay. Now it's time to enchant. I think we see what we can enchant then. Let's go. Level 30. Here we come. And now your first look here fully at the enchantment house. Obviously, always a work in progress. 1 dirt block here. Or 1 path block. I'll eventually make more paths to and from every little area, but I'm not trying to do that too much. Here's the inside. Just your classic first floor. What I typically do with these enchantment setups is just put some chests right down here for the stuff I need. The books, lapis lazuli, and then eventually I'll put some extra like fishing rods. Here's the random books that I've picked up from like the whatever you call them, the portals, ruined portals out there. Let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3. What kind of things do we have available to us? Diamond booties. Protection 3 is available. Fire 3 on the chest. Protection 3 on the pants. Protection 3 on the helmet. I mean, none of those scream amazing, right? We have books. Where do we have books at? I think it's always worth looking at the book because it could be amazing. Bane 3, probably, or Bane of Arthropods 4, probably not what you want. Probably not what you want. You know what? Protection 3 is just fine for some boots. Let's do it. What are we going to get? Depth Strider 3. There we go. Fantastic. Now, though, I can actually just go ahead and replace everything with my full diamond armor. There we go, everybody. Look at this. I'm pointing at my goatee. Why does my character have a goatee? Oh my goodness. We have Depth Strider 3. That's going to be helpful if we're out in the ocean and we get caught without a boat or something. Very, very cool. Now we're back to level 27. I say we can go farming real quick. Get some food. Get some animals fed up. So this is the question of the day here for this episode. I want to know, what was the worst natural event that you have been through? What was the scariest thing you've gone through? That sent you through the most panic? The one that made you think the most? What was it? I'm curious to know. Because depending on where you live, you got so many different things to worry about. I'm certainly not going to say too much about where I live, but man, whether you live in America or not is a big deal. If you live in America, so many different spots for different things to go wrong. Well, I think it's time I give an update, everybody. No, not on the mining progress, but an update on how fat my fucking cat is. Look at this thing. Uh-oh. I see a big cave and I see diamonds! Immediately. Okay, now my cat is literally sitting on my hand here, so this is dangerous. I see some iron. Okay, actually that feels like some diamonds that we might be able to get to fairly safely. Okay, let's see if we can build ourselves around with a little staircase real quick. Yes, I did bring a golden apple with me. Not an enchanted golden apple, but a normal one. I still don't want to die in this world at all. Even if it's not hardcore. Kind of treating it like it is, basically. This is not exactly what I want to see here. No creeper around the corner. Okay, I think we can come up. Okay, thank you, shield. Thank you, diamond armor. Amazing. Oh, a few different directions. The lesser known boy band. Come down here later. Let's go back and grab these beautiful, beautiful diamonds. With fortune 2. 3 veins. We got 9 diamonds. That is a great rate right there. I will absolutely take that every day. Oh, more diamonds. I see more diamonds. Oh, we did it. Okay, we're going the long way, though. Knew walking around this exposed cave was going to lead to some good stuff. Wasn't really expecting to go caving, but that's kind of what happens sometimes, you know? You do stuff you don't expect. Good things happen. Alright, looks like tough was the stuff that I was picking up. Fortune 2 pickaxe. Oh, just 1 vein it looked like, maybe? A lot of work for 1 vein. Uh-oh, what is down there? I see a skeleton with a bow, but I see a diamond vein down there as well. Oh, the skeleton just disappeared. It might be our perfect time to go. Yes, I am scared. Don't go down there. Don't need to. Yeah, but see the diamonds. That's another tier I'm trying to get to, though. That's tough to traverse to easily / safely. Tell you what I might just do. Do the old bridge across. Oh my goodness, and there's 2 diamonds over here that we were standing on top of. Oh my gosh. Maybe this is just how, like, the caving expeditions are kind of nowadays. And I've kind of missed out on that over the last few years, but I'm a fan. They're fun. Fun stuff. I think I'm going to try to collect these diamonds if I can, and then just try to get out of here, because this is crazy. Oh, dropped my diamond, so that's cool. I think I'm just going to need to go down anyway. Okay, just light up this area behind me, I guess, a little bit. Try to keep them spawning from behind me is a good idea. Here's my diamond. Don't want to drop it. Let it go. Okay, Skelly. Okay, it feels like this is the only area. I see more diamonds over there. Oh my goodness. It feels like the main area where they can come and attack me though, right? Feels like I got most of this behind me blocked out. Or locked. Lit up, I mean. Jesus. Okay, a couple zombies over there. We'll make our way around. Look, even more diamonds. Oh my. Okay, this is big and open, but it eventually kind of cuts off, which is nice. It's not just constantly sprawling. Oh, but we're going to have diamonds, though. We're going to have so many diamonds to play with. Very fun. Oh, that was a great one. Ooh, we're sitting with 29 now. Here we go. Go collect these. I found another unlit area over here. AKA dangerous. Oh my god, but I see more diamonds. Dude, this is unbelievable. This is so fun. This is the coolest. This is just unreal. Okay, you know what? Yeah, before anything crazy happens, just grab them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ores. Oh my goodness. Did we just get like 16 there? This is unreal. Go up this way. Try to light up what we can. Oh my god, there's more right around the corner. Holy crap. Okay, just light up this corner. Until I don't need to. Okay. Go back around. Holy crap, more diamonds. Go up here. Make sure I'm not missing anything bad. Okay. See how many more we're going to get. This is unreal. 4 more. Oh, yeah. Now we're sitting with 49 extra. This is crazy. Let's grab some redstone. We have the space to kill. You are absolutely kidding me. More diamonds. Oh, my God. Ooh, I haven't gone this direction yet. See, blue lapis, some gold. Circles back around this way. Oh my gosh, diamonds. How are you kidding me? I was just this close to him and I missed him. That's amazing. I can be way more liberal now with using these diamonds as I have nearly a full stack. What an episode. What an expedition this has been. We've been relatively safe. Couple close calls there. We have 7 cooked cod left. That's all the food we have. Take all the blue lapis and gold here. Hey, well, here's the hole we came out of, and it was the island looks like across from us. That's how far away we ended up being. And those are pillagers. Why? Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood. That's how I'm greeted back to the overworld. Come on now. That ain't cool. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up. Look at all the goodies we got. All these diamonds. Unfreaking believable. I'm going to wrap this episode up with one good enchantment, hopefully. And we'll be well on our way to the next episode. And I want you to tell me, like you did in episode 5, what do you want us to work on in the next episode? What's the next big project? Is it the village so that we can get the trading done? What is it? Do we go to the nether? Is that what you really want to see? You want to see us continue to work here on the overworld, maybe do a build up here? Let me know. Let me know. Respiration 3. I think I'm going Respiration 3. Unbreaking 3 and Blast Protection. That is super fun. Yeah, that's great. I'm underwater so much, my breath meter can be a bit on the sketchy side every once in a while. So there we go. We got a diamond helmet with respiration. We got diamond boots with some depth strider. Fantastic. We're ready to sail the seas yet again. And that is going to do it, everybody, for this episode of Minecraft. Episode 6 in the bag. You can go and take that book back. Take your blue lapis back. I'll be putting everything up here in a moment. And that is going to do it. I really do appreciate you joining me. This was kind of a weird episode. I don't know how much I did or did not talk while mining that whole thing out. Like I said, my mind's been a bit weird or whatever since I kind of dealt with the weather stuff here over the last week or so. But unfortunately, I still don't have internet. I don't know when I am. So who's to say when these episodes start coming out? But I'm going to try to continue to not do too much off of camera. So that way you're still a part of the process. I'm glad I was able to finish this up though. This enchantment house. And let me know, what kind of tinted windows would you like to see added to this? Let me know. Appreciate you joining me, everybody. It really does mean a lot. Subscribe if you are able to. It's the only thing I really care about. I will see you in the next episode. See ya.